everyone, it's me Heather, and I'm going to do another tag video. And today is September, so it is Chronic Pain Awareness Month. So I'm going to do a chronic illness tag video. So, question number 1. What have you been diagnosed with? I have been diagnosed with irritable bowel syndrome, acid reflux disease, polycystic ovarian syndrome, arthritis in my lower spine, cerebral cysts, and suspected endometriosis. Question number 2. What do you tend to do at night when you can't sleep? When I can't sleep, I either drink some chamomile tea, herbal tea, take a warm shower, or listen to some calming, relaxing music, watch a movie, or something like that to help me get tired. Insomnia sucks when you're in constant pain. Number 3, worst experience / side effect of a medication you've taken. Since my doctor suspects that I may both have polycystic and endometriosis, I was put on a specific hormone treatment for endometriosis called Northodrone, and it was helping ease the symptoms for a couple months until I started noticing random rashes on my face. And it was embarrassing because I had to go to work with that issue. And so I finally got a hold of my OBG and talked to her, thinking maybe it's the hormones. She kind of was skeptical because it was working and helping my pain. And so she thought it was eczema, so I wanted to see a dermatologist for that. I got put on steroid cream for that. That actually didn't work at all. It was a temporary, it'll go away, but they'll still come back. So I called my GP thinking it was my anti-inflammatory medication. They're like, I don't think so. So I went back to my OB asking if I can stop taking Northodrone. And it cleared up my face and all my symptoms came back. And I haven't been on hormones ever since. Number 4. How has your condition impacted your mental health? Really bad. I get real bad depression and really bad anxiety from it. Everyone has experienced this, or they get real bad mood swings, they get irritable, they have irrational thoughts and suicidal thoughts. I've dealt with that plenty of times, and I'm grateful to have a boyfriend to deal with that and help me talk out of it. Because in my past relationships, people have left because they don't understand what I deal with and weren't willing to help the situation. They just thought I was a crazy bitch. Number 5, describe your social life. Well, I do work a part-time job, even though I am in constant pain every day. I still go to work, and there's a lot of people with chronic illnesses that work a full-time job. I can't do full-time, I can only do part-time. Friend situation, they don't live close by to me, and I can't afford to drive and see them as often. So, but luckily I have a friend that's close by where I live now to hang out with only on a certain day, so it works out. But sometimes whenever we hang out with my boyfriend's friend that I barely know, I sometimes get a little social awkward and quiet, and it's usually because I'm in pain. So I don't know what to do about it. I try and talk, and then when they start talking negative, I don't talk. So I'm like, whether you stop complaining, we can actually talk about something else than that. Number 6, what is the hardest thing to do when your illness is in a flare? To move, to get up. Whenever I'm in a flare, I'm in trouble. I can't do anything. I can't do things. Like, there's a perfect example of one that I had that was really bad. Actually, it's been not as bad because I've been watching myself, taking care of myself. But if you have irritable bowel syndrome or acid reflux disease, there are certain foods you should not eat late at night. And this was when I was still going to college. Okay, I am 26 years old, so I go to college now. I'm an adult. So I was working late at night, and my boyfriend was making a bowl of chili. Now, if you have acid reflux and IBS, you know that's a big no-no to eat late at night. So, but, I was hungry, and I had to get up at the crack of dawn to go take a final exam. And that was a big mistake. So I woke up in the middle of the night at like 4 a.m. in the morning in a real bad flare. Like, I couldn't move. I was cramping up real bad. I tried drinking peppermint tea, drinking something to help calm everything down. I tried taking a nice warm shower. Nothing was working. I was still in a lot of pain. I was crying. My boyfriend was freaking out. He was like, "What are you going to do now? Because you have to go take your exam." I was like, "I can't take a test like this. Nothing is helping easing the pain. Like, this pain would not go away. It would not go away for hours." And I also had to work that day. I was like, shit. So I had to cancel taking my exam. And my professor asked if we can reschedule on a different day, and I couldn't take it on that other day because I had to work in the morning, and it was too late to ask my manager for that day off so I can take my exam. Because where I work, they're very strict about that. It's like you have to have an advance notice on the days that you need off. And it was way too late, so they would get mad at me for it, so I avoid that. So I told her I'll just retake the whole course, which it sucked that I had to do that. So I retook the course next semester and I passed, so it's a good thing. So yeah, that was my fault. I should have known better. And I still had, like I said, I still had to work later that day, and I was still in a lot of pain. Like I said, I can't afford to skip work, so I had to take chewable Pepto-Bismol or something with me to work, and it's just horrible pain still. Luckily, I didn't have to close that day because it was only like till evening time, till like 8 o'clock. So it was alright. It was not too bad, but it sucked that I had to not take my exam. It was embarrassing. Number 7. Do you have any worries for the future? Yes, because of what I just told you during a flare. Like, I almost got fired from my job for missing a whole week of work because of being in a flare. So, yeah. I'm kind of worried about it, but I'm taking care of myself now. Learning what foods to avoid or limit, and what exercising to do and limit. Sorry. Kind of burping due to my acid reflux. Sometimes when you have acid reflux, you burp up some stomach acid, and it's disgusting as hell. Question number 8. Favorite comfort food? Mine is chocolate. I love chocolate. But I can't have it as often. That sucks. Number 9. Lessons I've learned being sick. is being patient with myself and others around me, to try not to be as bitchy and just try to be patient, really. Number 10, 3 things that I miss that has taken away from me due to my health. Playing sports. I like playing sports. When I was in middle school, I played sports. I played basketball, volleyball, and softball. And I got really sick. So I can't be as physically active anymore because of it. Number 2, keeping a stable relationship. Luckily, the relationship I have in that right now is lasting for 5 years. None of the past relationships have not lasted that long. Number 3, food. I love to eat food, and there are certain foods I cannot eat anymore, or have to limit, because it just caused me to be in more pain. And it sucks. I can't eat pizza as often anymore. I can't have ice cream as often anymore. I can't have chocolate as often anymore. Same thing with being physically active. There are certain exercises that I can't do anymore, like high intensity workouts. I can't do it anymore. If I tried, I'll end up in the hospital. That's how bad it gets. So, I've been searching around. I actually found some videos here on YouTube. It's called fitness blender or binders, and they have exercising for low impact cardio workouts for 40 minutes, and it's slow, low impact, and you're not jumping around like a freaking animal, because when I do all that jumping around, it hurts my pelvic area and my back area. So I try and do things slowly and do some yoga stretches, specific yoga stretches for pelvic pain. So yeah, I've been eating a little bit healthier foods now. I'm cooking my meals at home more. I've been eating dried fruits that from Trader Joe's. They got these things called Just Mangoes or Just Apples, and I also bought some green beans, dried green beans. These are actually really, really tasty. So yeah, that's all I've been doing, and that's a thing that's kind of embarrassing. I'm 26 years old. I shouldn't have a limited life, but I do now, and it sucks. Number 11, how old was I when I first noticed my symptoms? My very first symptoms was at 11. Is when my issues started to get worse and worse, and that's why they think I have endometriosis. And with my IBS and GERD and arthritis all happened. Well, my GERD was at 17. The arthritis started when I was 22. I was starting to have really, really low back pain, really bad. And I was in tears crying, holy shit. So I had to go to a chiropractor here where I live, and they did a free exam, which is x-ray. It was really cool. And the guy noticed that I had arthritis down there in my lower spine due from looked like trauma from an injury that had happened years, and now I'm developing arthritis. And he noticed that my spine, my lower spine, is kind of curved a little bit. It's kind of curved. You know how scoliosis in the middle of your spine is either a C shape or an S. This is kind of a type of scoliosis where it's only in the lower back area. And it's where it's I'm kind of leaning forward a little bit, and my lower back is kind of lifted up a little bit. It's not too bad of a issue, but so I'm kind of leaning like that, and my lower part is kind of raised a little bit, and plus arthritis. So So like whenever I bend over, I feel like a bump in my lower back. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's from a disc or something being out. I don't know what that is. And so I had to go and do like weeks of alignment. And he was still having a hard time getting my lower back aligned. So I've been doing specific stretches to help naturally get that lower part straight again. So see, because he couldn't do it himself. So, and he also told me to limit my physical activity. No running and no jumping around. So that's the video. Just know that you're not alone dealing with this situation. No, screw people that judge you, and screw your friends that say that you're faking your problem. If they say that, they're not your friends. You need new friends. I can be your friend. So just hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs button. If you have, maybe share your diagnosis and share your questions, or you have some more questions, just put down in the comment below. Hope you guys have a nice day and have a nice time. Stay strong.